Top 10 facts you need to know about Atreus in God of War. Atreus, the son of Kratos in God of War, is one of the main characters in the game and the key in God of War Ragnarok, where his character and emotions have been expressed better than the previous game. But here are the top 10 facts you'll find amusing about him. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to check out my latest videos. Number 10. Atreus' tattoos. One of Atreus' most distinctive features is his tattoos. However, they are not only decorative additions to his character design, but they are all written in Norse runes, each having a meaning to his character. The one on his neck reads Steady Mind, the one that circles his right arm translates to Lucky Shot, and also ones that reads Killed Arm and Quick Hand. Number 9. Charlie the Giant. Prior to the release of the 2018 God of War game, Atreus' name wasn't revealed to the public. However, there were speculations that Kratos' son would be named Charlie. This of course turned out to be false speculation, to which Corley Barlog, the game's director, found humorous. But then the director decided to give the name to Freya's giant turtle, Charlie. Number 8. Atreus in mythology. According to Kratos, Atreus is named after a young Spartan soldier he once commanded. The man named Atreus in Greek mythology was once the king of Mycenae. Kratos noted how hopeful Atreus was, often seen wearing a smile even during battle, until he failed to save the lives of his companions. Number 7. Similarities with Kratos. Aside from godly parentage and incredible strength, Atreus' story and design are similar to that of Kratos. There is a deep-seated rage within Atreus that seems to have inherited from his father. Atreus is one of the few characters in the game to actually kill a god with his own hands. He also has a marking on the left side of his face mirroring Kratos' red tattoo. Number 6. The skies react to Atreus' rage. During the game, Atreus falls ill after he lets his rage overcome him. Just as soon as Atreus falls into an unconscious state, the sky immediately exhibits a reaction in the form of a red storm. The storm's epicenter is also interestingly located right above the family's cabin. This mirrors the death of the Greek gods during the previous games, where various disasters would often occur after Kratos kills a god. Later in the game, whenever Atreus shows rage or annoyance, a storm forms once again. Number 5. Atreus admires Thor. Judging by Atreus' wooden toys, he seems to be a fan of the god of thunder. Atreus is seen playing with a wooden figure of a troll and Thor himself with another in the background that looks to be a wooden figure of Sleipnir, Odin's stallion. Upon learning of his god and giant parentage, he also exhibits excitement when he realizes he is similar to Thor, who is also a half god and half giant. We've also seen Thor exhibiting protection and love for the kid even though he was a captive for a while. Number 4. Atreus as Loki. The reveal of Atreus' Norse giant name is one of the game's most memorable moments, but it wasn't done just to surprise the players. Throughout the game, there are a lot of hints that players have missed, which shows that he carries many attributes of the god of mischief. Right after realizing that he is a god, the first thing he asks is if he can turn into an animal, which is a skill that trickster Loki is known for. Atreus' mistletoe shard is the one that broke Baldur's spell, which was Baldur's weakness and the cause of his death in Norse mythology. The world serpent also immediately recognized Atreus, and the wolf Fenrir easily became his pet, making sense as they both are Loki's children in the mythology. Number 3. Why Kratos used to call him boy. Throughout the game, Kratos calls Atreus boy more than he would call him son or by his name. Outside of Kratos' stoicism, there is a reason to why he calls him as such throughout the game. During the development of the game, the name of Atreus was decided on fairly late. Due to this, the director had Kratos' actor Christopher address his son as boy until they came up with his name. Number 2. The father-son bonding. Aside from the incredible graphics, the emotional maturity of Kratos, and the well-written story in God of War Ragnarok, the relationship between Kratos and Atreus has went up to a different level. To make the creative process more real and personal, Corey Barlog, the director of the game, drew on his relationship with his son for inspiration. Atreus constantly repeats Kratos' lines in the game and teaching Kratos a lot about giant magic. And similar to how Atreus teaches Kratos when it comes to runes, which Kratos doesn't understand, Corey occasionally learns Swedish from his son Hilo. Atreus' characteristics, which he got from his father, are also based on Corey's fear of his son developing his worst traits. Finally, the storyline was based on Corey's desire to go on an adventure with his son. Number 1. He was almost cut from the game. Yeah, you heard me right. There is actually a God of War soft reboot game that looks very different from the one that we actually got. That game is missing one of the most vital and amazing aspects of this God of War title, which is Atreus himself. During the early stages of this game's development, Atreus was almost completely removed from the game. Many claimed it would hinder the game's enjoyment quality and it would make the game a lengthy escort mission. That's a gameplay trope famously hated by the gaming community. Thankfully, Cory Barlog fought for Atreus' inclusion, stating his importance in the game's story and Kratos' growth as a character. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you on the next video.